Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geoguessr Challenge League for Season 5, or May 2024. So, for those who don't know, you get a set of 12 maps, and you do all of them, and basically your score on the entire map is compared against everyone else. Whoever has the highest score on the map gets more points. Say if you get first out of 20, you get 20 points, plus however many 5Ks you get. So you can get a max of the number of people in your division that have done the map plus 5, I guess, points per game, but that's not really gonna happen. So from season 4, I was in division 8. I got third. They promoted the top 9, so in season 5, which is this one, I'll be in division 7. So looking to the maps for this month, we have the smallish countries, which is everything from Monaco to Switzerland in terms of area. So all the things in between, that includes things like Taiwan, Albania, all the microstates like Luxembourg, Monaco, Andorra. So from what I've done, it's not too hard of a map, but pinpointing is difficult, especially in places like Switzerland and Slovenia. So we'll see how that goes. We have a balanced Poland moving, which is hard because Poland is very hard. Intersection Geoguessr Malaysia, no move, same thing. Malaysia is very difficult. Out of Bounds World, which is kind of like end of coverage or like border coverage, might not be too bad, but might be a little tricky. Arbitrary Africa NMPZ. From what I've done, it's not too difficult. It includes things like, actually, we can go take a look at what it includes. It includes Botswana, Egypt, which is pretty much only the pyramids, basically, but it is NMPZ, so it might not be super easy. The Canary Islands, which is kind of tricky. Maia, I believe, which is a little Spanish exclave on the coast of Morocco. Ceuta, same thing. Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Madagascar, Nigeria, Reunion, Rwanda, Senegal, Eswatini, Tunisia, Uganda, Mali, and South Africa. And also, I believe, Sao Tome and Principe. I believe it's in the... It's not in here, but it's in the actual distribution list. So we'll see how that one goes. An equidistant world, which is every location is at least 100 kilometers from every other location. So there's just... It's kind of weighted more heavily towards the larger countries, so you have more locations in Russia versus like Andorra, which might have 1 or 2. A special world, Hispano-America, which is all of these Spanish-speaking countries in North America, Central America, and South America. So that excludes like Brazil, basically. Intersection Geoguessr Noord-Brabant, which is a region of the Netherlands. Kind of similar to the Netherlands from last month, so I'm not super worried about it, but we'll see how it goes. Green Banana, which is a section of Central Europe that kind of goes from like northern Poland, kind of makes a banana shape down through Slovenia. So this one might be tricky with like Czech, Slovak, or Croatia, like 50-50s. So we'll see how that goes. Look at them mountains, which I did in season 3, but I did NMPZ. This is no move. The CUM zone, which is Canada, US, Mexico. Get your minds out of the gutter. That's also NMPZ, and it is a very difficult map, mostly because of the US-Canada 50-50s that you get in like the Great Plains. And finally, all Trekkers, which is Trekkers. And that's also NMPZ. So I guess let's get started in order with the smallish countries. So this is moving, 3 minutes, and let's go. All right, so starting off, we have probably Ireland, Wingville. It actually could be Belgium. Hang on. I actually don't know what side of the road we're on. Immediately. Yeah, this is definitely Belgium. Phone codes are kind of useless here because I don't know any of them. I don't really think many people do. We have a lot of brick. We do have French, so that kind of narrows the country down in roughly half. So the main thing here is trying to find... Oh no, that is Dutch, so maybe not. The first sign I saw was in French, so maybe it's a little bit of both. I mean, I know Belgium is a bit of both, but I'm pretty sure that the regions that speak each language are more so distinct. Nothing there. There's a traffic circle here, which does help. We have N223 towards Tiannan and Bincom. So first step is finding that, which it might be better to find the cities instead, just because it looks like the place names are a bit, or the road names are a bit smaller. So what if I find the two roads, maybe like in here or something? Here's 223, here's Bincom, St. Joris, Winge, and Tiannan is here. So we're probably in here-ish? Unless we're like in here. So that's to the southeast-ish. I think we're actually at this circle right now, right? Yeah, because there's the sushi bar. Okay. So then we started, I think on this road or on this road? Could be gettable then. So we're at a little intersection that kind of looks like one of these. This is Wingeveld, right? Cool. All right. So it should just be here then, right? Or Wingeveld, however you say it. It could be down here too. So let me make sure. That just curves up. So it looks like we're on... Ooh, which one is this? If I go south, it immediately curves kind of around. So I actually think it's the southern intersection instead. Yeah. Because now there's this, which is Lukenstraat, which is what this turns into, and then also I assume that. So yeah, this should be, we should be at the southern intersection of Winkeveld and this place. So nice. Pretty much everyone 5K'd that from at least the top 5, so cool. Next one, I actually don't know. Albania. Okay, so this might be tricky. Albania was one of the countries I was hoping I wouldn't see on this map, just because in my experience, finding where things are in here is very difficult. So we'll see, especially because I obviously don't know the Albanian language and can't really parse what a place name would be here. So this one might just be a crapshoot. We'll see. If I can get really lucky and find like a highway or something and get on that, doesn't really look like it though. Can I go down here? It does not look like that. So it's kind of now just a mad rush to see if I can get on a major road, which honestly, I already went that way. It doesn't really look like it's going to happen. Probably should have gone this way first, to be honest. We have some major mountains in the north, which is interesting. Doesn't really give me a good idea of where we would be, but I want to go on the main road. Please. No? That's unfortunate. All right, this one is probably not going to be too good of a guess then, because there's really no info that I can see. Yeah, this is not a great location. Is there anything else that might be useful? Not really. I assume this sign's not really going to help me. I mean, yeah, if I found the place, it's 5Kable then, but I don't know. We're on a big, like, northish road. Can I just, like, get super lucky and find one of these? Probably not, and it's probably not worth doing. This maybe is something? No, probably not. Unlikely. What else might there be? I don't know, actually. Huge mountains to the north. Let's see if there's any towns that are, like, right south of a mountain. Probably not that, just from my road angle. Again, probably not. It's a pretty straight road. There's nothing marked there. I don't really know. Could be this. Probably not. What were my road names? Main road is Gajdari. Nope, definitely not that. Should I hedge somewhere better? Probably. I don't really know where. Yeah, I think where I am is fine. Alright, it was max north. No 5Ks, but a couple of people got the town, which is nice. In Skoder. Yeah, Definitely not a great guess, but that's okay. Or I guess in Blairon. That's fine. Looks like we're in Zoo 2, Summerfield. This could be Eswatini as well, actually. Something, probably says Swazi, yeah. Bane. I mean, this looks pretty busy. Sambane, Baobab. I don't know if any of those are a place name, though. Bushfire. Bonky? Bonke? That should be findable. Right? Don't really know what part of the country I'm in, which is the issue. Is there anything that might be more useful than that? Lekemesi, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Is there anything else? We're on like a northwest facing road. There's some mountains to the south. There's a bank. Do we have anything else here? Not really. It looks kind of barren, but not really. There's some mountains to like the north. I assume we're on like a main highway. I can't imagine this would be like the middle of nowhere. Mountains to the south is interesting. Could just be like down here. I don't know. I am a little lost and I'm not sure. There's Summerfield, but I doubt that's a place. It says Lobamba? I don't know. There's Lobamba. Wait. Are we just in here? Lobamba Lomzala. This is a little bad. I don't know. Could be down here, I'm not sure. Okay, it was... Wait, where's the actual location? Okay, it was here. Yeah, I was not getting that, I don't think. Couple 5Ks. Couple capital guesses, so... Alright, Switzerland. Another one I was hoping I wouldn't find, because Switzerland is difficult. Especially in this location, which already looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. Almost looks alpine, but not. Are we in German or French? I don't actually know. That looked Spanish. Just making sure I wasn't in like Puerto Rico or something. I mean, I wouldn't really expect to see this anywhere, but Puerto Rico is in this map. It is countries and territories, larger than Monaco, but smaller than Switzerland. So this looks alpine. Fortunately, reached the end of coverage going that way. All right, cool. So yeah, we are just in the mountains. Okay, cool. This better be helpful. If I can even get to it. Not really. Looks all French. Okay. So we're in like southwestern Switzerland, I guess then? Am I getting turned around? I am. That's just a utility box. Could there be anything? I don't know. That might be something. Probably not. That looks just like a car ad or something. Please give me info. Please, I don't really want to go through this town, but I might have to. Fortunately, this is going to be one of those rounds where I'm going to get info a bit too late. I mean, there's a map of the place. That's nice, but I don't... I'm not going to scan for that, obviously. If I get anything else here, this coverage is messy. There's, like, nothing great. I'm seeing Croy a lot. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume we're like down here, but I don't really have a clue. Could also be up here. Because we're in mountains, but we're not necessarily in the Alps, I guess. Yeah, I really don't know. Just kind of like hedge around here. Maybe it's a bit more southern, but I'm not sure. Could be up here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody got that. No one, a couple people got close. I mean, they had the right idea of French Switzerland, but okay. That is okay. This looks like Lesotho in the middle of nowhere. Not the easiest seed, I gotta say, but at least all the countries are identifiable. 24K is possible here. Cabo Rona. Okay, Cabo Rona. That's all I really got. Um, can I get anything else? I'll give it a little bit of a look and then turn around if I have to. I don't really think there's going to be much else this way. It does not look like it, so let's cut the losses and start moving this way. That's just a name, so I assume Habarona is not a thing. And that's about it, I think, this way, so... Okay. So east-west road, through the mountains, maybe it's like one of these. Kind of curvy, but not super curvy. Could be like there. I have no idea. I don't really think there's much, so... Unless there's a place called Haborona, but I don't think that was a place name, so... This is Lesotho, right? I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. These buildings lead me to believe it is Setsing. Is that a place? It's like my only hope that Setsing is a location. I assume not, but you never know. Does not look like it. Okay, so I assume we're just like in the middle of the country then, like along the A3 or the A5 or something. Maybe like here or up here. I think this might be a decent hedge around here. There's no off-roads anywhere. Yeah, this is a hard location. I got nothing. I'm gonna hedge along the A5 like this way. And just hope I'm close. Okay. You're in cutting camp with 2 5Ks. I don't know how, but nice. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to get that. There's nothing marked here. Okay. Not the best outing, but not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, top 10. I'll take it. With 1 5K, so that puts me... Still should just put me 10th, yeah. Okay. Balanced Poland. Again, a little worried about this, but we'll see how it goes. Welcome to EPP. Free vol. Alright, now we hunt. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Poland. In Geoguessr, I don't really have any strong feelings towards it as a country. I don't know why I went back to look at that. I figured that was just going to be a warning sign. Immediate thoughts is we're in Poland, so I don't know how to. No one knows how to region guess Poland, so it's kind of just hope you get a road and then hope you can find that road. Laskowitz. That's like a place. That sounds familiar. Wait. That sounds familiar. Alright, it's not large enough, so I guess not, but for some reason this sounds kind of familiar. It seems kind of large, yeah. Laskowitz. I mean, I should be able to find road names, right? That's not gonna be helpful. I'm gonna see if I can just find like a highway name. Because I assume we're on like a red road right now. Or like a red numbered road. Everything struggles to keep up. 071 area code. Maybe I should have learned phone codes real quick before starting this. But is it really not on here? I don't see it. Don't see it. That other place name I would not have found either, so I'm not even going to bother trying to remember that. Okay, 455 towards Olawa. Or Owawa. Where is that, maybe? 500s, 200s, 100s. Okay. This is not great. 700s. Where are the 400 roads? 600, 600, 600. What? That's not good. Where are the 400 roads? Oh, no. 300, 400, 455. It's too late, but we're going to be down here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Missed it. 5K, again, don't know how, but... Where was... Oh, that was super small. Findable, but very tiny. 268 points. Excellent start. Again, I'm not good in Poland, so... I feel like 262 for that distance kind of sucks. I wasn't horribly far from it. But, I don't know. This kind of looks like Soviet architecture. More Eastern, maybe? Is there anything here? No. This could be more northern, perhaps. But again, I have no idea, so... Hoping I can get at least one good round. There's like nothing here. Yeah, the only like major meta that I know of in Poland is like the street signs. Like some designs are different, but even then it's not really that consistent. Unless you're like in the middle of Warsaw, then it's kind of easy, but how often do you just get dropped there? Not very often. I wish this had a sign where we are. Looks really dry. That's a road name. That's still a road name. Ostrovics? Believe it's this. This is our place name. Now I just here. We're in here. Okay. Um. Yeah. Now where are we? I hit maybe this road. Ulinskigo. Going east-west. I assume that's the road that we're on, but that's not necessarily true. I think we're kind of on like the bounds of the map or of the road. Okay, let me just go back to the start. I this is not getting 5K, but I'm happy that I got the town at least. Get me out to the main road, please. Okay. What is this road? I'll probably look north. Here, it could be... I don't actually know. Doesn't really look like any of these. Maybe like this. I don't have any road names, which is not great. I'm gonna go like down here. That feels the most correct, but I have no idea. Okay. Again. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, 4,700. I'll take it that time. Over 600 on the first one. Kind of lucky on finding the location at least. There's a road sign that might be helpful later, but not right now. Bunch of dirt roads is not giving me a lot of confidence as to where this would be. This looks a little bit more like Germanic, maybe, than the last one did. I'm sure that's some special street sign again. If there's like 50 of them, it's not worth learning. It's worth learning a couple of them, but that's not the Warsaw one, so I don't know. I don't think there's a place there, unless Sadzwan is a place. I'll see if I can find that again, and then I'll commit to it. Nothing there. Sadzwan. Okay, we are in Sadzwan then. But where is that? Where is Sadzwan? Can't find it here. I'm gonna keep looking for a road name. Yeah, I don't see anything. I assume that's where we are, so last ditch effort, I just click the middle of it if I can find it, so that's nice, but is there anything else? Oh, this is also a different place though, hang on. Podlaska. Is that a place name? Maybe the other place was the neighborhood. Yawa. I don't see it. There's Biala. That's different, though. Okay. Does this have anything better on it? No. Oh, there's just a gigantic sign right here. 802. Or 812 and 2. Where were the 800s? They were, like, down here, right? Yeah. 812 towards Chelmbersek is to, like, the north. What? Where are these places? 812 is like nowhere to be found. More north, maybe? Oh, here. Wild find. Okay. So we're here. I guess let's go back to that road sign that I called out earlier. And then just hope this finds it. That's a name. We went west to kind of get towards the center, so it might be out here, maybe. Begins with a J, and it's needs. Needs. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna assume like out here or something. Surprisingly close. 15K so far. Damn, I'm at like 11, I think. So happy I got the city as always, but yeah, 5K is really hard. As always, there's nothing really here. That's a place name that honestly I'm not gonna look for. It began with M. It was like Milne or something. It's not worth looking for. It's going to be way too small. More useful trying to find a road. This almost looks like Finland or like Denmark or something. Super flat, but I guess most of Poland is. Also, place name I'm probably not going to bother looking for yet. It's a blurred out place name. I'm just going to keep on the road. I think there's a higher chance of finding a road number on this road. This should be like a highway. Not a highway, but like a 3-numbered road. That's an investor. This place, that's actually not necessarily true. That the person of it is from here, so that's not really good to look at. Woney. Let's go towards it, I guess. Kind of just in the middle of the countryside, which is not fantastic. This is like Gen 1.5 coverage. Going backwards. I wonder why that's a thing. And we hit end of coverage. Awesome. This sucks. This is not easy. I hope I didn't go this way initially. I don't think so. Yeah, no. No, I might have. Crap. Can't read that. No, I actually don't think I went this way yet. Wait, what? How am I on this road now? How did I get it here? This is like a main road, but I don't... Yeah, I figured there had to be a road. So this is to the west, Kilsea's to the east, so we're like somewhere in here. We're in Milne. We're along the 786. Sesamine I saw already. 786. Somewhere. $7.86. Miney. We're in Miney. Okay. Is this 5K-able? I don't know. This is like my best guess. I'm not sure. It might be on this off-road. Okay. Oh, just missed the 5K, but unfortunate. Super unfortunate that wasn't a 5K, but at least I got the town. Only me and one other, apparently, so. I don't know how the 25K is happening for Ollie right now, but nice, I guess. Last location kind of sucks. Yeah, I definitely thought the bounds of the 5K would be a bit larger than that. I want to see if I can get on this road. No, it actually would not have been worth. Okay, well, this one, I mean, the tree coverage makes me think Western Poland, just because that's kind of what I think of when I see like a ton of trees like this, just like the western half of the country. So maybe, maybe we're there. That doesn't really narrow it down. I mean, I was off by like a major city and got 400 points, so it seems pretty crucial to have a location here. That doesn't really help me, I don't think. Let me make a checkpoint there just in case. Nothing here. But we are more in civilization, I guess. Not in the middle of nowhere. And then returning to the middle of nowhere. I think. Yeah. I'm kind of committed to going this way. I don't really know if going the other way would have helped at all. Yeah, this is a not good location. Unless I can find something at the end of this road, but it's just a field, so. I'm gonna assume there's nothing here. Alright, is there any more signs? I'm just gonna go back to the start and I think I went. Did I go this way? I actually don't remember. We're near Dobrowa, but I mean, I don't really know where that would be. Yeah, my best guess is just western. Unless I get incredibly lucky and find it right here. Which I don't think is going to happen. So there's the Brono. Close. Sure. Let's commit to that. Because I have no idea otherwise. I wonder if anyone got this. Yeah, no. There's the Broa. Yeah, that was not an easy round whatsoever. Okay. 14,974. Didn't crack top 5, but I think I'm just outside of it with 6. I didn't get any 5Ks, which is a little unfortunate, so I think that'll put me at 7th. I think it'll put me at tied for 7th here, assuming these two are in my division, which I'm actually not sure about. Okay, well, almost had the 5K down here. A little annoying that I wasn't. How far was I away? 28 yards, and I was still 3 points off, so definitely unfortunate, but okay. Malaysia, I think the top score on this right now is extremely low, so probably not going to do well just on it. Yeah, 12,800 is the highest score. Hey, look, there's me. Yeah, I think in 5th place, so not terrible. Did not do well here, apparently. That sucks. Okay, moving on to Malaysia. No, this one. Okay, I read the Malaysia document like 3 hours ago, so hopefully all that knowledge is now permeated. Probably not. White car, I think, is more northern, but also this kind of looks like Johor. 013 phone code, no idea. This could be like Penang, maybe. From what I saw, the black car in Gen 3 is more like southern of both Borneo and Peninsula. So this maybe could be like up in Penang area, but also these palms kind of make me think it's more like Johor area, so that's kind of conflicting. It's not hard and fast rule that the white car is only in the north, but I think it's just more common that the black one is down there. The 013-017 phone code is interesting. I don't know how they're distributed, but I assume that means we're either in like the most north or like the most south. There is this here, so we are in the peninsula. Okay. Otherwise, I don't really see any super identifiable information. I don't know. I'm thinking more north, like Penang or something. But I don't really know. We have Chinese. What else is there? Yeah, there's like a whole section on these paints. There's like red and blue sometimes, there's like a logo sometimes. I actually don't think this is Johor because I think there's usually extra text on the bottom of this in Johor, like the telephone company. Past that, I'm not super sure what everything is. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Penang. Just because I'm seeing these palms, and I'm pretty sure it's not Johor. It could be Kuala Lumpur area. I don't really know like what the difference would be. So I'm going to go here and see what happens. I'll just let it time out. Okay, that's good, actually. 2nd place by a point right now. It's up in Kedah. I was kind of thinking about going more north just from the phone code, but I wasn't super confident. So this was like a half hedge, but a half kind of for the reasons I explained earlier, just like the palms, and it kind of felt like coastal. So happy about that. This is Black Car, and in the middle of nowhere. So there's no phone poles to fall back on this time. We have trees, but they're planted, so it doesn't really, or palms rather, but they're planted, so it doesn't really mean too much. We do have a black car, so I'm led to believe that this is more southern. This could be like Johor area, could be just like Kuala Lumpur and south probably. It could also be over on Borneo. I don't really have any good way of determining either or. There's no light posts, really. These don't count. I don't know. This kind of almost looks like not a resort, maybe like a school or something. Um, yeah, I have no clue. There's not much to go on here. It's kind of mountainous to the east, actually. That kind of looks mountainous. So I'm more inclined to think it's um, Borneo. Like, how much mountain coverage do you have down here? You have a bit. It'd be like that or something. I'm not really seeing any, like, huge mountains that would have something, like, to the west of them. So, like, these probably are ruled out. And I doubt it's out here. I don't think we'd see much of a black car out here. It maybe could be out here or something. But I think at least hedging on the peninsula is not a bad idea. I don't really know what I would be looking for otherwise. Unless it's like one of these like retreats or something. I don't know. We'll see. I cannot expect anyone did super great on this round. Maybe, but I don't know. Okay, it was out here. Wow, this is like kind of where I wasn't looking here. It was a school. Yeah, I'm still second place with having 4 points in that round. I think one person went Borneo, which honestly, good guess, but I think a lot of people just hedged around here. Okay, yeah, I was looking out here. I could have risked it. Don't really see any mountains. There's like a little bit of a hill over here, maybe, but not too much. Yeah, definitely a hard round. Still keeping up in second place, though. I'll take it. All right, again, a black car. We have these bins, a gray bin. I'm not seeing the paint on the pole. I'm not really seeing it. There's that kind of temple. There's a KFC. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a, there's this, actually. Hang on. This is the peninsula paint. Hang on. There's also that in yellow, but that's different. Do we have any, like, obvious holes I'm looking for? There's this, which I believe is peninsula. This, like, short one with kind of like a triangle on the side. And I think this... I know there's a region that has the paint a bit higher up than usual. Normally it's, like, down here. Has a higher up. It has the red and blue paint, which you can probably barely see. It has like thick text and then like a telephone number on the bottom. I can't recall exactly where that is, but I think it's more northern. It could be in Pahang area. Does it look like we're near a coast? Kind of? Not really. Hard to tell. What else is there? There's this, which is interesting. That's stuff you'd see in like Bali. Yeah, I'm kind of on this one. I don't know where that is. Could it be Perak, maybe? There's like this temple to the north. I mean, if I stumble upon this, if I see a KFC, I think I'm clicking, but I am not 100% sure. I'm going to go in here on the off chance that it is. I don't really have any better guess, though. Okay, it was all the way down here in Malacca. I know Malacca has a lot of stuff on their poles. I'm actually curious to see. So on this pole, there should be like a light bulb. Yeah, there kind of is there. Okay. So yeah, had I have seen that, I think I would have gone Malacca area. So kind of a miss. Still top 5, so I'll take it, but a little bit too far away. Okay. Again, we have... Damn, I don't remember. There's one place that has this font. It's like a Times New Roman font. This... I want to say this is... Well, wait, hang on. I want to say this is Sarawak. These little, like, circle ones. Are they not? Or is that, like, Johor or something? Or is this, like, the same place as the last one? So we have the same gray bins as last time. I don't think that says anything on it that I would be able to recognize. This could be in Johor. Or it could be, well, no, the font's different. It looks like the same as where we just had. Like, it still has this paint, it has the light bulb in the middle, but it has a different font. Which is strange. I think I'm pretty inclined to say Johor here. I don't recall exactly what these are. These, like, the circles in the light post frame. I don't really remember, but it's the same bins as last time, the same, like, gray bins. It's not exactly the same paint on here, but it is kind of similar. Maybe it's, like, here, or, like, in Muar or something. I'm not really going to find anything by zooming in on it, but maybe there's, like, a little grid system of places here. Like, in here, maybe. Well, probably not, but could be, like, in here. I'm not sure. Let's try here. Okay, it was just in Malacca again. Wow. Yeah, I thought the font was different enough that it would have been a different place, but the back-to-back of, like, the same location is interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Again, still top 5. I'll take it. Okay, this one almost has to be Borneo, right? Like, this kind of just looks like it. Getting really nothing from the phone poles, or the light posts here. There's this, which I don't really recognize. JPJ. Yeah, I'm not really sure here. I remember seeing something about, like, thinner poles for power might be, like, Southern Sarawak or something. I don't remember fully to, like, commit to that immediately. It could also be more north in, like, Sabah or something. Otherwise, I don't really know. We're on a main road that goes east-west. Could be, like, out here, or maybe. That's not really east-west, but it's kind of close. Like, up here, perhaps. Let's see if this place is anything. Lintus, maybe? Probably not, but JLN, is that... I think that's just, like, neighborhood. I don't think that means anything. What about JPJ? Could that be something? Long. Interesting. Be, like, up here. Yeah, no clue. I have a I wanna take the risk that we are up in here. I don't really know where. I'm gonna actually go here. Kind of like this road. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it was over in Sandakan. All right, well, I think I fell to the top 5 with that last one, but identified Borneo at least. Did all right. Was not really expecting the back-to-back Malacca, but I kind of had it covered in the next time. So 7th, that's not bad. Again, there might be 1 or 2 of these people that aren't in my division, so I think literally 1 person did well on round 3. That's wild. Or round 2. That's wild. I think everybody went Peninsula except 1 person. Yeah. Oh boy. Only round 2. Everybody went Peninsula except 1. Damn. I thought about it too. Just from, like, the hills. I don't really know if you would find... I mean, yeah, like, middle of the peninsula you find hills, but I don't know. Something kind of just fell off, but not enough for me to cover it. So 7th isn't terrible. Kind of trying to bring it up. Out of bounds world, no move. That's kind of a crapshoot. It's just a world map with maybe border coverage or something, so we'll see. All right, let's get it. This is also no move. Okay. What language is that? The HA at the end of this makes me think it's Brazil. Phone codes are nothing, because those are 99. Can't really tell. The Poles... Alright, this is definitely Brazil. That's something? So we are in Brazil. It's pretty red. Are there any pines anywhere? Not really. None that I can see. Any other, like, obvious vegetation? Not really. There is a palm up here, which is interesting. So this might be more northern. They're pointing... So we're not near the equator, which I wouldn't have thought anyways. I'm probably thinking, like, down, like, Maranhão, Piauí area, maybe? Could be over in Ceará as well. Is there anything useful on this? Not really. No. If this was more visible, that might have helped if that was like a phone code. But I can't make out what number that could be other than a 0, so that doesn't really help then. What else is there? Yeah, the satellite dish is not pointing very, like, straight at the sun is interesting. So yeah, we're not super north. Maybe like down here, or maybe hedge a little bit more like this region. It is kind of red soil, which you don't really see like in like the extreme coast, but you get in this region, which is very large for Brazil. But what else is there? That's kind of it, I think. I don't really see anything else that would be obvious. Light posts, I don't really think mean much, other than this is a Brazilian pole. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Let's see. Okay, it was just the middle of Mato Grosso. Yeah, that makes sense. The one palm threw me a little bit further away. This is a lighthouse on Trekker coverage in the northern hemisphere, ocean to the south, with coconut palms. Okay, I don't know what country we're in. We have coconut palms. Could this be like Bermuda? I don't think it would be that. It's like a straight north-south road with water to the south. I'm not sold on the idea that it's Bermuda, but it could be. It doesn't really look like it now. Oh boy, I have no clue. It feels Caribbean. I mean, we have coconut palms. Could it be like the Virgin Islands or something? Could it be like down here, maybe? There's nothing noted, but... Easternmost point of the USA? I mean, it's not... If the compass is correct, we have water directly south, so I don't think so. Maybe like one of these. I don't actually hate that. There's no lighthouse marked, so... Yeah, I don't know. It isn't necessarily in the Caribbean either, but I feel like it might be. Where else might have coverage? I don't know. I'm gonna like just hedge here. I'm gonna go to where I was before. Maybe it's just this and the compass is wrong. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm really interested to see what other people guessed. Okay, it was Key West, or Dry Tortugas, 5K. I don't think Cephalin is in our division, actually. Where else did people go? Florida, Mexico, Edge. Okay, interesting. Okay, this... What country are we in? Sun's, like, deep in the north. Wooden-ish fences, hills, and that's about it. Do we have any car? No, just Gen 4. Okay, this is strange. My first thought is like New Zealand or something. Just like, we have sheep, we have hills. We're in the southern hemisphere, which is important, because otherwise I would think like UK, Ireland. But that's about it. There's no power poles, there's no text, there's no anything. What kind of trees do we have? Can't really tell. I could see this being like North Island, New Zealand, like rural, maybe. There are houses, can't really tell. The houses almost look like Germanic, which I don't really want to think about to influence my decision in any way. Just because, yeah, assuming this compass is correct, we are in the south. So I'm thinking New Zealand is like my best guess. I don't really know where though. Like just like the middle of nowhere down here. Could it be North Island? I mean, yeah, it definitely could be. Um, we have a lot of sheep. Yeah, otherwise I don't really know. Obviously can't tell the side of the road that we're driving on because it's a one-way unpaved road. Yeah, all I have is trees. I think New Zealand is my best guess. It could be Australia or Tasmania or something, but I don't know. It also could be South America. Like, I honestly do not know. I think New Zealand is my best guess, but I could be completely wrong. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, that was New Zealand. Cool. Good to hear. I went north enough on the South Island to be kind of close. I think where I was looking earlier would have been a lot better, like in here or something, but that's fine. Really can't complain. Happy I got the country, honestly. Okay, we have Arabic. We have a black car. Kind of. Is this... I mean, this should just be Jordan then, right? Where else would you have Arabic and a car? That isn't obvious what it is. It could be like Palestine though. We have a lot of palms too. Like a lot of palms. So I assume we're near the coast. There's some amount of mountains to the north. We could be in like, and there's no yellow plates, which is kind of shying me away from Palestine area. I don't think this is. I don't think you would get this coverage in Lebanon. Like, I know there's some Lebanon coverage, but like, it shouldn't be that much. We have regular poles. They're not like there's this mesh one back here, but the rest of them aren't. Ooh, I don't think this is UAE. This doesn't look like UAE, especially with the terrain. Um, my best guess is like, I don't know, like Golan Heights area maybe, like in here. Where else would you have Arabic, but also like no yellow plates? 2022 copyright. I mean, it's not Qatar anyways. It's all these palms that are just really weird. Look, kind of looks like water to the east. I don't know. It could be in here. Would it be like here? Probably not. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like we're in this region. I mean, the palms are just strange. Okay, yeah. Somehow there's a 5K, but pretty close. I probably should have gone on the Dead Sea instead, but that's okay. Still like the third closest, it looks like. It's a kind of cool location. I mean, it's giving me Norway, so that's about it. We have relatively thick trees, so I don't think it's super northern. The road really isn't red. I mean, it could be like Holland, which I don't really think. Birches, a lot of trees. Yeah, so it could be like down here, maybe. It is out of bounds, so maybe it is border. Like near here. That kind of makes sense. No, but doesn't have to be there. Could be here or something. That kind of makes sense. Hang on. That kind of makes sense. That would be wild, but I doubt it. Yeah, that's kind of what I got. I mean, this is kind of an aggressive hedge on the border because I'm pretty sure it is just Norway with these lines. I also don't know why I was thinking Åland. It's not Sweden. So it could be border, but I don't think so. So where else could it be? Just like in the general like forest down here, maybe. It could be more northern, but I don't think like the density of trees would make me think that. It's not very rocky either, so maybe it's a little bit more up. I don't really want to go too far more north. And down here you get a lot of rocks in the forests. That's about it. Yeah, if I had to hedge, I would go a bit more north, but I'm kind of just going to stay down here in case it is closer to Sweden. We will see. Okay, it was super north. Wow. It was border, basically, but I didn't think that, like, density of trees would be up that far north. So, unfortunate. Top 10. A couple people aren't in the division, so not too bad, I guess. Arbitrary Africa and MPZ. There are a lot of good scores on this. Like 22K, so I'm assuming it's an easier seed, but I can't really take it for granted, and I kind of have to do it to really tell. So, let's see. Coastal. Can't really tell what blur this is. Right-hand drive. And it just feels like Senegal. Like, it feels like Dakar. I don't really know what else there would be. This shouldn't be like Canaries or anything. I don't think it's Nigeria. Shouldn't be Ghana. I don't think it's south. The sun kind of looks like it's in the south. I'm just going to go Dakar. I actually don't know. Okay. Well, we'll see how the rest of the rounds go. Alright, it was Tunisia. Okay. Unfortunate. This is Kenya. Going east. Some mountains off to the east. Kind of green. Could be like in here or something. I really don't know. I don't really know how to region guess Kenya. Let's just send that. Yeah, that's fine. This is Tunisia. Southern Tunisia. Right? That looks like the southern car. But it also looks kind of not populated, but maybe like around here, maybe? We're going southeast-ish. It could be like here. Other than that, there's obviously nothing, so I don't really know. There's some mountains to the west. I don't really remember where coverage is. Actually, this mountain range should be useful. It's definitely not south then, right? Could we be like here? Like down here, maybe? Let's try it. All right, nailed it. Wow, got the road. That kind of makes up for the first round, but probably not enough. That's actually really cool. Almost 5K'd it. Yeah, I mean, the direction felt right. These mountains felt right. I knew it couldn't be that far south because, again, there were mountains. So, cool. I am extremely happy about that. Let's keep it up. And great. Okay, so probably just Botswana. Or like northern South Africa. It's very sandy. So I'm more inclined to go like northern around here. Other than that, it's a pretty northwestern road. It could be here, could be the A2. Could be like one of these roads as well. And other than that, there's really nothing, so. Could it be South Africa is the question, really, on my mind. Like, it's not super flat, but it is flat enough, I think. It could also be closer to Gaborone. But it is very sandy. And the more north you get in Botswana, you get really sandy, so. I think I'm actually going to hedge down here a bit more. Just in case. We're also, actually, we're going northeast. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go up here then. We'll see. Okay, it was on the other side. Unfortunate. Not the best guess then. All right, finally, I don't know actually. Looks like we're driving the left. There's a church. Could this be Rwanda? Their copyright? 2017. It could not be Rwanda. Could this be Nigeria? Kenya? Very rocky down here, which is interesting. We have palms. Could this be like near Cape Town? Or like southern South Africa? I don't know actually. My guesses are like southern Kenya or southern South Africa. There's flags here, but I can't make them out. I'm gonna go Cape Town and probably be completely wrong. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Other guesses like Mombasa. Oh, it was Ghana. Damn. Yeah, kind of a miss there. Not a great game, but I wasn't sure, actually. I wasn't really sure. So I thought there was someone on this, maybe. These flags weren't anything anyways. Okay. Definitely a not great map. Did pretty poorly there, but that's okay. Equidistant world, again, every location's 100 kilometers away from each other, NMPZ again, so. They are, is it also in Spanish? That's interesting, actually. No. I mean, we kind of have to just be in, like, Fortaleza, right? Trying to see if this Vistosa is a place. I really think so. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm confused by the bilingual. I don't know, like in here maybe. I am not sure. Okay, it wasn't there. It was here. Okay. This was the whole place name. I thought it was Sayara's and like. Oh, it still was in the state. I just didn't even see that. Unfortunate. Russia, I guess. Copyright's 21, just in case it's Kazakhstan. Not necessarily Russia, actually. Could be like Bulgaria. Yeah, I don't think there's anything useful on this sign. I mean, it's probably not Russia, just based on like these signposts aren't like the typical Russian ones. So it's probably like Bulgaria or something. We do just have concrete poles, which doesn't really mean too much either way. Let's go, I don't know, somewhere in here. Maybe a little bit closer to the middle, just as a hedge. Okay, well, it was Ukraine. Unfortunate. Ugh. Can't even make that out. We're in Chile. Okay. Yeah, that you can't make that out. We're in Chile. Anything else? Not really. Do I just click Santiago? It feels kind of more southern than Santiago. Like Temuco, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's really not much here, I don't think. Let's try Temuco. I mean, let me try actually go up here. Just in case it is Santiago, I don't want to lose too many points. Okay, well, it was super northern. Definitely did not feel northern. I think going Santiago would have been the better play then. It should be Sweden or Finland. Judging by the bollard. Southwest bridge. Yeah, that's not really going to help, but there's no dashes on the road, which makes me think that it's going to be Finland. I guess it could be Estonia as well. But there's really nothing that can influence either way. So there's a blue sign down here. Doesn't really say anything. Yeah, I have no clue. There's some mountains to like the southwest, so I don't know. Maybe it is like here or something. All right, it was Sweden, or no, it was border actually. Cool. All right, last round. Right hand drive. Yellow lines. A ton of palms. Sun looks like it's in the north. It'd just be Brazil then, or Argentina. Can't really tell on that license plate. I don't think that license plate is an Argentina one. We have any pines? Kind of? Can't really tell if it's red or not. Kind of thinking down in Parana then. I don't really know. I mean, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, I don't really know. Okay, Colombia. Damn. Yeah, I didn't see anything obvious there. There were no yellow plates or anything, so yeah, this one wasn't anything obvious, so unfortunate. I mean, no move I would have gotten it, but yeah, another rough game. Again, not last, so I mean, we take what we can get, I guess. All right, Hispano-America, moving. Let's see how this one goes. Immediately, I don't know. Probably Argentina or Uruguay. We have Poles. I'm not really sure. They're just regular. Looks like a sign up here. Got a black back, which is strange. Araucania. I mean, this is Uruguay. We're near the coast. I think. Is Araucania a place? Or Araucania? I don't think so. Okay, keep looking then. For some reason I thought that was a Columbia cross. Would have been really interesting. So we're going onto a northeast road out of here. Does that mean we're like down here instead? And I'm pretty sure that was a coast, right? And it had like a beach flag on it. Ruta 10. Okay. The thing is, don't see anything. Continues on though. Ever go like northeast, like here maybe? Could be that. No, I'm just not the right direction. Wait. I think it's one of these then. I'm confused. I think it's down there. Is there anything else on this road? Not really. Kind of curves to go like more. I mean, it could just be this. Could be like down here. Well, I guess we're more in it, but yeah, I went like northwest to catch up with it. Here maybe. Not really sure if this is the right one, but yeah, I mean, this is something. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. Okay. Rip. It was right there. Huh. How did I miss that? Damn, that sucks. Um, Veritas. This looks like Arge. Unless it's Uruguay again. Salt, Beltran. That looks like a road name, though. Yeah, Beltron looks like a road name. Montevideo? Video? I guess so, yeah. Okay, so for there then, I get to anywhere. I want to see if Beltron is maybe like a location as well. Like a neighborhood. Doesn't look like it though. Um, yeah, I don't really see much then. It's kind of more of a main road here. Going east-west pretty much. There's a lot of those. San Miguel. Nope. I don't want to go down this road. Can't really tell where like the rest of the town is to like gauge my direction. Like I don't really see anything here. Yeah, I mean all I can really make out is that we're in the capital. San Miguel is a place. But where? I'm not sure. Yeah, just because that's the second place that said San Miguel. I don't know. I don't really have too much to go off of, I don't think. Unless I find San Miguel here, which I don't really expect to. I'm not sure. This is hard. Uruguay's hard. Okay, well, we're not even in Montevideo, so. Okay. Sure. Chile. I'd make sure it wasn't like Bolivia. I don't look like it. It's just nothing here. We have road numbers. Cool. Or road names, rather. It's a huge mountain to the east. That's it. There's just like nothing here. I don't know. There's a big rail line to the south or like the west. And this is. We're on the coast. Okay. We're on the coast. Are we just like in here? There's another like. Oh, landmass like off to the northwest. Is that like an island? Shouldn't be. Unless it's like here. Can I get a place name though? I mean, I assume we're up north. This also kind of looks like a small town though. But I mean, it shouldn't be. Definitely not. I don't really know. That said Antofagasta, didn't it? Okay. We are up here. Makes sense. I can find it. Okay. So we are here, we're on a north-south road next to a divided road, close to the east. Okay. Is this a divided road? I don't know. Do you have any road signs, maybe? Yes. Perez Canto. Which I don't see anywhere. I don't know. I don't see that anywhere. Here, maybe? Here's Perez Canto. Alright, well, we're somewhere around here. It's definitely not a 5K unless I'm really lucky, but I am really lucky. Alright. Wow. Thank you for that one. I definitely needed it. Okay. Looks like Colombia or Ecuador, just from the terrain and the antenna. 3C 48I, I'm going to checkpoint that because I know a lot of... That was a Colombian taxi, I think. Can I get on that? No. Damn. That would be super helpful if I can see the taxi. I don't think this is capital. I mean, it could be. Manizales? Is that a place? This has to be a large place. It is. Manizales is a place. Cool. Okay, hopefully this should be easy to find then. So 3C48I should be around here. Ferrera 3C. That's 24. We need to be up north then. 48I 6. 48I 5A. 48 3A. 3C 48I. So that's where we are right now. How did we get there? I went south. Pretty much just went south and then landed at... Well, this is 48 D1 and C. So C, D2, that's D1, D, C. Where's D1? Here's D1 and 3. So we're like up in this cluster, it looks like. But also, oh, there's just a thing right here. 2F48G. Okay. 2F48G. And we're like just north of it, right? Yeah. Okay. This is good. I think we're good here. We were. Cool. Right on it. Yeah, Colombian taxis are 10 out of 10. Mirador, I mean, this is, I think this is just Punta Arenas, right? Or no, is this, hang on, before I make any assumptions. I think this is Punta Arenas. It looks like it. No, it doesn't look like it because there's no mountains to the south. Okay, well, let's see if I can find something then. I didn't want to dwell on that too hard because I wasn't 100% confident. It is almost certainly Chile, though, and almost definitely south. Just a matter of where. It's not really going to be anything, though. That's the problem. This might be helpful. There's a Chilean flag, Austral... I mean, that's... Ukraine. I mean, that's just like a thing. I don't think that's a name. Right? Shouldn't be. It could be up here as well. I don't really know where else to look. Other than just like hope I see something. I think I need to go back into the town center. Go this way. Just keep going straight, I guess. Kind of surrounded by mountains. Something here? There better be. Malero, Catalina. These don't sound like place names. This looks like something, maybe. Can't make this out. No, this is useful. No, it's not. Never mind. I don't actually know. I don't really see anything that's a place name. What's that? That's just like a thing. Cochrane. I guess that's where we are. Cochrane. Okay, cool. Cool. We started on a big east-west road towards the north of the town. Octavio and Mirador. Okay, perfect. Okay, that took too long to find the place, but I'm happy that I got it. Recovered later in the game, at least, but the Uruguay ones were pretty rough. Yeah, I ended up third with 3 5Ks. That actually puts me first, actually. That should get me a point over first, I think. Then Ollie would be second, I think, tied with first here. So, happy about that. The Uruguay rounds did not go well, but I mean, absolutely recovered in the next 3, so happy about that. Okay, cool. Moving on to Nord Brabant. Again, it's just the Netherlands, but like the middle of it. Let's go this way. I didn't know if that would be like not a border crossing, but those are probably locations, but like, who has time to read all that? Let's actually get to the main road. Whoa. So I should actually probably look up where Nord Brabant is. I think it's this state. Yeah, North Brabant. We're in, whoa. I also don't know where it ends. Okay, this strip. Can I find, whoa. Not immediately, so let's keep looking. We are once again in Wool. Is there anything nearby? There better be. Industry de Donkin. Okay. Centrum. That doesn't help. Rotterdam is to the northeast. That doesn't make sense, but Roosendaal is as well. Here's whoa. Alright, cool. Now to land the 5K. Hopefully we're on a north-ish road. Could be like that. I'm not going to dwell on that because I would rather just find a road sign or a street sign that gives me my street, maybe? And like the Poland one, scoring is going to be very strict here. So I need to be careful and accurate. I'm actually not really seeing anything, so I might have to just find this myself. Which is not great. So we're leaving if we go north. That could be here. I actually think it's here. That isn't going to help me. Yeah, I think it's here because I think we're just here. No, I don't actually think we're here now. Oh, where else would it be then? I think it is just here. I'm not sure. This might be wrong. Yeah, it was. Way more southern. Unfortunate miss. Yeah, it didn't make too much sense now that I think about it. Alright, where is Netherlands, first of all? Casterin. Happert are the same direction. Diesen, Hilvarenbeek, Blottle. Here's Blottle. Blottle is 8 to the west. Netterstill. Here's Happert to the other way. So we're just like in the middle of them, right? We are like right here, I guess. Even though this road doesn't, these directions don't make sense. Hang on. What else is on this sign? Castorin is closer than Happert, and those are to the southeast, so we must be up here then. Nettersill is 5, so we could be even more north. We could be up here. Diesen, same direction as Netterstill. Are we like here then? Alright, if I go down this way. Yeah, okay. So it's left toward Netterstill and Bladel, and then right towards Diesen and Hilverbeek, which, yeah, so it's on this stretch of road somewhere. It could just be here. Let's see. That kind of makes sense. Do I have a street name here? Voldensweg? That looks right. This looks correct. Is there a street name here? No. Yeah, I think I'll send it. Cool. Not too bad then. The directions were weird because apparently they like to just put everything in the same direction and then you take a fork later, so. Alright, happy I pulled that bag over the first one. Kostenjalan. Yeah, Netherlands has been pretty good about having their like directions be good. Sint something. Denenlan. I can probably just go down this direction then and find like a cross or a junction that has everything on it. Hopefully. This is actually really helpful. Holy crap. Where is Viat or Vukt here? So then we're in Sint Mikkels still. All right, cool. Okay, so we're on this road maybe? Ulenberg. I probably should actually look for a better thing here. So we left the city going north. And it just looks like this. Unless it's out here more. Yeah, that's why I'm not really confident. Let's go, I already went northwest. Let's go northeast then. This gets us to like the middle of the town, and there's like another parallel northwest road. Is this the northeast road? Is there a name to it? Doesn't look like it. We have Popularstraat to the northeast. What? Where are we? Here. So we're down here. Because this is Castengelan, which we're on now, I believe. So that's... No. It can't be. That has to be there then. So if we go northwest from here, along this road, Eichenlawn, we get another intersection with nothing, and then like another like down road, which is this, okay? And then if we go here, we get Kinaplan, should be this. I think that's right. Yep, pineapple on. Yep, so this is right. Nice. All right, Van Stalberg. Oh, it's a good pinpoint. I find the place. Just a matter of doing that first. Grotstrat Oplu. Alright, let's leave Oplu to the northeast. Try and find some helpful signs. I do like the way I solved the last one. Just finding a map of the surrounding area and just zooming in right on it. That was cool. So we're not in Uplu anymore, but where are we? You something? No. Is there anything? I just scanned for Uplu? Here. Yeah, I guess you just scanned for it. Okay, so then we're on Stalsbergen and this one, Steenhuis. Cool. All right, one more. Missed the 25k, but that's okay. I can still get 20s. That says something. Well, actually, I don't even know about this one, but I will take a 3 5k score. That's fine. I did fine on the first one, at least. I got the right city. It's just a matter of the 5k, but it's not a big deal missing it. That sign that I couldn't really read said Nassau on it, so that might be part of it. Keep that in mind. Return of Feetspod. I was talking about that last video, or last month. I was like, I assume this means bike road, and yeah, it does. What do you say? Showroom. Okay. N260. 2.7. Where is the 260 first off? There's 261. And then they kind of just stop. Make sure I don't go out of the bounds of the state. Okay, there has to be more info on this, right? There has to be more info on this 260 road. Come on. I'm going directly north on 260. But I don't see it. Cool, there's stuff. 260 towards all of those places. Tilburg, Breda. These are all to the north. Gilza. Here, Breda's here. So it's kind of just like, here's 260. Here's Gilza. So I assume we're like down here then. Well, Alphen is also there. I don't know which like the closest one is. We could be like all the way back here on 260 and like up in this region. Okay. Now I think this might come into play. This Nassau thing. Barla Nassau? Is that like a place? I don't think so. What's this just like in here? I don't think I want to think about that too much. We're on an east-west road. Does it do anything to the west? And then we get on 260 at like 1, or like at 2. We were near a circle on 260. Crap. I don't really know. Maybe it's just here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could be on the complete wrong side of 260. Yeah, I was. It was all the way south. Wow. On the Belgian border, basically. Yeah, there was oh, it was Barla-Nassau. That's this. I have heard the name before. I couldn't remember. Yeah, it's the whole area where the borders are super messed up. Yeah, I've heard of that before. That's unfortunate. That's a miss, yeah. Alright, 8th place. A couple people aren't in the div, so it should be top 5. Couple good 5Ks, though. Alright, Green Banana. So far, I'm not doing fantastic, except for Hispano-America. I tied first, so probably not going to promote this season, but that's totally fine. Yeah, did not do great on 5 and 6, unfortunately. Whatever, that just means more Division 7 next month. Alright. We are green banana-ing. We have B type. So we're in Czech or Slovak. Slovak. This is B type thin, more specifically. So yeah, we're probably in Slovakia. We're on like a north-south. Could be Czechia, actually. So the green banana is kind of like starting at like Gdansk and then kind of just like goes around here. So it has a bit of Czechia, about like half of Slovakia, I think. Somewhere around there, like north of Hungary, and then all of Slovenia, some of Croatia, some of Austria, and then yeah, all of Slovenia, and then this little bit of Italy. So, but this definitely is Czech or Slovak. It's I don't know where, but it has mountains, which is this whole region, anyways. I guess we can just go like down here on the one that area. I mean, the direction looks fine. There's obviously nothing else here to really go off of. Actually, could be down here. Does that road angle make sense? No, it doesn't. This one does. Sure. There's nothing else. It's just the guardrails and some mountains. There's signs back there that are unreadable. There's a license plate that doesn't really mean anything because we already know where we are. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just send this and hope I'm close. Yeah, not bad. I was down here, so still third place. That's not too bad. I think the average score in this wasn't super high, so maybe I can pull ahead. This looks German. It is German. This is just Vienna. Yeah, this is just in Vienna. So, should be good points here. Can I get any better, though? I don't really think so. Because I don't have any street signs that are visible. This, I don't really think means anything. This Haltestella thing. We're on, like, a north... kind of like that direction. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, I don't know, but... pretty major intersection. That's something, I can't read it. There's a BP. It's kind of industrial, maybe? Maybe it's like up here. I'm just hoping I see a BP. Well, BP's to the south, so it'd be like that corner or something. Yeah, I mean, this search is kind of for naught, but you never know. Never know. Is this a four-way intersection? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're not on a divided road. Probably not on a highway. There's no train tracks anywhere. Yeah, I don't really know. Might be more like northwest. Yeah, more northern, but still pretty close. Yeah, that BP wasn't even there. Oh, there it is, on the other side of the thing. Was that... Yeah, the thing that the bus stop said wasn't anything, so... Good thing. Alright, Poland, fantastic. I love Poland. This means nothing, that's just 16.2 kilometers. It's not 16, it's not road 16. We're off of a highway, or this is a highway, maybe. Lissy. Other than that, it's Poland, so I have no clue. We're on a north-ish, south-ish road. It could be basically anything. I think clicking middle might be the safest bet. There's a circle down there with obviously unreadable text. Ostro... That says Ostro something. Maybe I'll look for something that says that. Ostro... It could be this. If I'm, like, extremely lucky. Is there a circle? There is. Maybe? Road angle doesn't make sense. Could it be Ostrazau? I can't really read it. It kind of looks like it. I'm probably just saying that because I've already found this, but maybe it's like here or something. No, because there is a traffic circle. If I can find a circle, it could be here. No circle here, though. There's a circle. What is this place? Something Dronka? Be Dronka? Is that here? Don't really see it. Probably not. Well, there is an off-road to the left as well. Could be here. No, there's no off-road to the right. I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping it's this place. It's a decent hedge, if not. So, we'll see. Good luck. Okay, I mean, it was close. Kind of lucky that I saw something that looked like it. Maybe it was the state name or something. That's Opal. I don't know. I think I just got lucky then. Yeah, Be Drunka's here. Okay, I'm happy with that. Currently first place, so I will take what I can get. Now we have this one, which could be Hungary. I believe it's Hungary. Yeah, based on that poll, based on just like the concrete poll. I have no idea how to region guess Hungary. What's covered shouldn't be too much. It should just be up here. If I remember what the map said, it should just like barely cut off this region. So my best guess might be like one of these major cities. So I'm not even going to bother like trying to pinpoint it. There's literally no use. I have no text or anything. But I think it's just maybe a 50-50 on which this is. Like, I don't know. Maybe I will try and line up and see if there's like a neighborhood with roads like this. Something like here, maybe, like one of these. I don't know. Yeah, I think we just send it. Yeah. Oh, it was just Budapest. Okay. I didn't know if Budapest was covered. Probably should have just gone there, but yeah, I wasn't sure like the extent of the curve, but okay, unfortunate. We have a flag, we have a lot of winter coverage. Should just be Czechia, right? Yeah. Bulgaria is absolutely not covered in this. It's kind of hilly. Yeah, this kind of just looks like Czech, like down here maybe. Maybe hedge a little bit more towards like the middle of the region that's covered in Czech. I think Brno is covered, but obviously shouldn't be it. There's a river. Maybe I can find rivers that go this direction. Here's a river. Here we are. Right here. Perfect. Send it. Honestly, that's a decent hedge, so whatever. Yeah. Excellent guess, actually. I'll take that. Alright, I think I got second. I don't think pineapple salad is in our division, but I could be wrong. I know Bulgarian Enjoyer is, so very happy about that. Actually, that was good. If I had gone Budapest, if I had known that Budapest was covered, I absolutely would have gone there, but and probably would have gotten first, but that's good. Yeah, I knew the average score on this was pretty low, so I figured there was some chance to get ahead. And yeah, there's a pretty big gap between first and second. Mountains, I'm a little worried about. I'm not the best at them, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, first stop, Argentina. That's helpful. If not for that, I would have no idea where to go. That's it. So we're on some glaciers in Argentina. There's only so many places that have it. It could be any of these. It could be just like this or something. This is no move. This is official coverage too, so that's interesting. So I assume it's near a major city then. Maybe like out here. It could also be TDF. There's a good shot that it is actually. Like down here near Ushuaia or something. We are in like a river. We're not like, could be like down here. I just don't know where coverage is down here. Yeah, it looks more of like a channel instead of a like an ocean. So I don't think we'd be off the coast. I think we're in one of these. One of these, probably closer to here, just because of where a boat would really go. It also could be up here, which is a little worrying because these are pretty far apart. This is a world map, so I mean, scores won't be too bad, but obviously the more you can get, the better, right? These are pretty significant snowy mountains and glaciers. I know there's a lot of glaciers in here. I don't know. I think I might want to go in here just to be safe and like cover this whole region. Maybe we'll just go like the middle one or like this little channel here. If the compass is correct, though, we might be actually like more down here. Yeah, let's try it. I mean, it definitely could be down in TDF, but I really don't know. Okay. Yeah. Everyone got this channel. Wow. I am just the furthest away, but everyone, I mean, the top 5 got it, so. Alright, I am happy with that. Next, we are driving on the right side. This looks like the Philippines. Yep. Canangaron? That's a place. I think. There's Cagayan, but it definitely says, maybe it's like Casiguran? Is it a state, maybe? Casiguran. I don't think it's a state. I think it's just like a town. It definitely is Guron at the end. But I don't know where that is. Iowan, no. Okay. We have a lot of palms. I mean, I don't know how to region guess Philippines that well, so I really don't know. The mountain is to the south. Doesn't really help, though. I don't really see anything. Sarangani? No. I'm not sure. I don't see anything. I'm gonna go up here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see this place name. Okay, not too bad. Ah, there it is, damn. Yeah, I think I just passed over it. Unfortunate. Probably could have 5K'd, or at least come close. This is interesting. We have a black car. This should just be like... Yeah, black car, wooden fences, sun's in the north. This looks like Argentina. It could be Colombia. I think that's a Colombian Gen 4 car. But it also like doesn't look like Colombia. It almost looks like Brazil. Snowy mountains over to the southwest. Would you get that in Colombia? I don't think so. But would you get that in Argentina? It would need to be up in like Salta. But this is also Gen 4, so that's a little confusing. The sun is in the north, so it shouldn't be Colombia, right? Probably not, unless it's like in this region, but I know it's not. It's not Bolivia because we have Gen 4. Shouldn't be Brazil. I mean, I don't think you would get these mountains in Brazil. Maybe like here. It says these trees kind of look like Brazil. Yeah, Argentina, I think it would be over here in Salta or something. I'm not sure. Like here, maybe? I am not really confident. Because there's a chance that it's Brazil. I just don't know where in Brazil it would be. Like this region, maybe? In which case I'm not horribly far off, but not great. Yeah, let's try Salta. Go a little bit closer, because I don't really know where the Gen 4 coverage is in Argentina. Also, actually, wait, no. Gen 4 Argentina is blue. Ooh, this might be a big miss. But I don't really know where else it could be. Could be Peru. I'm gonna stay here, and it could be Peru. No, actually, it was just Salta. Wow. All right, good that I stuck with my guns at least. But yeah, I was doubting the car because as far as I know, the Argentina Gen 4 car is blue, but I guess they have that one too. Or I'm just dumb, and that was Gen 3, and I thought it was Gen 4. I don't know. Almost there. Got this one and 2 more maps. You're still here. Thanks for hanging out. I have no idea what this is. Sun's directly west. We have Trekker. And we're in a flat. I'm thinking Bolivia, thinking this region. Pretty distinct mountain here and here. They're vaguely snowy. Yeah, these are actually. And this is a pretty flat, like dry riverbed, which I think you would see down here, like in this region. Or like in here or something. Otherwise, this literally could be like South Africa or something. I feel like the sun being in the west, maybe the compass is wrong. Another thing that comes to mind is Turkey, like northwestern Turkey or northeastern Turkey, like around here. But I think these are pretty distinct mountains. I don't think it's this. Where else could this be? I don't know actually. Yeah, I really don't know. I think my best guess is down in like the Atacama, this region, like down where there's actually mountains, like near La Paz-ish. Literally could be like down here too. In this region. I think I'm gonna stay down here near like these. No, I want to go more north. I don't really know where coverage is. I know Bolivia coverage is kind of not the most, but I'm also not confident this is Bolivia. I really don't know. There's a lot of places this could be. This could be like Australia for all I know. Yeah, let's see how it goes. This is going to be a rough round, probably. Nope. Okay, cool. More southern, but still really good. I'm happy about that. It kind of just felt right from like what I remember seeing around Bolivia in this area. So yeah, I didn't really know there was coverage down here. I would never have gone here because it says there's water when there obviously wasn't. I mean, I figured it was a dry riverbed, but I wouldn't expect it to be like a little lake in the actual Google Maps. So solid guess. Last one. Unofficial coverage. Asa Mimir. That's a mountain to the north, and that's about it. This coverage is wild. We're in like a field. This kind of makes me think like, would the sun be accurate? It's like kind of in the west again. This was making me think like Mongolia or something. Just like the field that you can kind of see. This mountain though, this is a pretty major mountain. Like, would you ever see this in Mongolia? Probably like this or something. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Mongolia might be my best guess. In like here. Like, I don't know. Because that's a pretty major mountain. And like maybe you would get that here. I'm not sure. It's just like the field just feels like Mongolia for some reason. Because it feels like everything else is super flat around here. This doesn't mean anything, I don't think. I don't know. And there's really nothing else here, so. You know what? Let's send Mongolia. I don't really have any better guess, and I think my score's already pretty good, so let's see. Okay, it was just Iceland. Damn. Part of me wanted to go, like, Greenland, because it kind of felt like that one church that's in Greenland down here, but I wasn't sure. Would not have thought Iceland, but unfortunate. Did I miss top 5? I don't think, like... I think only the top 2 are in the division, so... Getting 3rd, maybe? I'll take it. We'll see. 2 more. the CUM zone. NMPZ. This is going to be hard. Average score here is like 10k. This is Mexico. I don't know where. Actually, wait, I think I do know where. The dashed lines you see in Tlaxcala. Or is it Tamaulipas? I think it's Tamaulipas, actually. I think you see dashed Mexico roads in Tamaulipas. So we're going like west-ish. Maybe like that road or like down here or something. Let's go closer to the city. Yeah. Oh, I was on it. I was on the 5K. That sucks. Still good though. That's like the one thing I remember about Mexico is that they have dash lines in Tamaulipas. So if there's one thing you take away from this video, two things. One, I'm like bad, but the other thing is that dash lines in Mexico are Tamaulipas. I'm a little annoyed that I missed the 5K on that. That would have been huge, but that's okay. Actually, not necessarily. I might have gone like here or something, but we take what we can get. I am still very happy about that. All right, next round, super flat. I mean, it's got to be like Saskatchewan or like any of the other Great Plains or Great Basin states. So that kind of is like this whole region, which kind of sucks. I can hedge. This is a directly west road, actually. I mean, yeah, all these places kind of just have like grid layouts. Maybe not as much down here. Maybe this is just like Saskatchewan then. There's a lot of like really invisible roads though that you can barely see, so maybe not. Do I hedge here or do I just kind of like commit to like southern Saskatchewan? I think I just commit to like down here. Yeah, nice. It wasn't even Saskatchewan, but same vibe pretty much. Still good. This is something. I don't think it's Canada, or it might be BC actually. Northwest Road in BC, but it's like not mountainous, so maybe not. Maybe like Kamloops area. Unless that is like a California one. Because I know there's something in BC that kind of looks like this. I think it is this one. I'm pretty sure it is. We have double yellow. That kind of lines up, I guess. Like, where would this be? Maybe like, we're going northwest. It could be this road. Or like this road or something. It's pretty flat here, so I like that. Okay, Nebraska. Would have never known. And no one really had good guesses, at least in the top 5, so whatever. RV and boat storage. It looks... We have speed limit, so we are in America. Concrete road, I don't really know any America meadows that would be like that. 55 on a road like this is interesting. There is a little sign down here that I can't read. I don't think that sign, that RV and boat sign, is anything more useful, so I guess we're near-ish water. I was still thinking like middle of the country though. Maybe like around here, like southern South Dakota or something. Because it's very flat, it's very farmy. We're near water, obviously. Probably, obviously. Yeah, this is hard. It could be like on the Mississippi, like in Iowa or something, maybe? Or like here. Kind of hedges. Could also be just like the middle of the country. I don't think it's too far out east, but it definitely could be. Okay, Colorado. Is there water nearby? Yeah, there is. Okay. Difficult. This looks Canadian for some reason. Just like Ontario, maybe. There's no front plate. These are Ontario poles, I believe. They're Ontario pole tops. So I think just going like Toronto is a safe guess. I don't think this is Quebec, right? I'm either confusing. I think I might be getting Quebec and Ontario mixed. I think this is Ontario. I think so. If not, then it's Quebec. I'm gonna go Toronto just as a safe hedge. I don't really know otherwise. I mean, that's kind of all I got. I'm pretty confident that's up there just by this pole top. And for some reason, it just feels Canadian. I don't know why, but okay, it was Quebec. So yeah, I did get them mixed up. That's okay. How did I do? Pretty well. I think, again, only Bulgaria enjoyers in my division. I don't think any of these people are. Maybe Dan is. I don't know. Still pretty good. Finally, all trekkers, which is all trekkers. And it is maybe hard, but the average score here is like 14, 15k, so I'm not horribly worried there's going to be like a crap location, but it still should be pretty difficult. Yeah. Okay. First guess is like Pakistan. Um, like Lahore area. I know there's trekker up there. There is a church here though, which is interesting. So maybe not. Could this be Lebanon? I don't know the. I mean, just because it's a church doesn't mean it's not. Like, I have no clue. Wow, this is hard. I think I'm still my first guess was still just Pakistan, and I don't hate that. Yeah, there is a church there, but I mean, I don't know. Other guesses could be like Lebanon, Ghana, maybe. I've seen a lot of Ghana trekker, like specifically in here. Maybe. I don't know. This is not easy. All right, it was near Amman. That was a memorial church. Okay. Yeah, that was I don't think I was getting that one. Maybe I should have gone Lebanon, but oh well. Um there's not much here. This also kind of reminds me of like Israel area. I don't see anything, so I'm not really sure. The These don't really do much. Actually, the sun's in the north, isn't it? Hmm. That doesn't really help, because that kind of makes it worse, actually. I'm just going to make terrible guesses, I think. I have no clue. Maybe this is like Australia or something. Like Adelaide? I honestly have no idea. I'm not really getting anything from this. Yeah, I'm going to be really wrong, but I don't know what I should have gone instead. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, yeah, just Cordoba. I don't know how you get the city there, but okay. Well, Southern Hemisphere, but I would not have thought Argentina. This is, I think, just Greenland. Like, very North Greenland, like Kanok. There's a chance it's like Resolute or something, but I think it's up here. Where even is it? Where is Kanok? Here. Um, Otherwise, it could be like Faroe or something, but I think this is just Greenland somewhere. The lack of trees makes me think it's super northern. Just the rocks. There is greenery, which I'm not really sure about, but it is like moss. So this is definitely a risky play going like all the way north. But I mean, my score is kind of crap here, anyways, admittedly. So we'll see. Maybe it's a good bet. It was not. All right. It was Isortak. Yep. I might have heard of that before, but I wouldn't have gotten it. Still 2,000 points, I guess. Arequipa. Arequipa is in here. I don't think this is Arequipa, though. Is it? Yeah, it could be. There's like this river. You're just like in this like monastery or something. Out here, maybe. Yeah, this kind of looks right. Are we in here, actually? Could we be here? No, not in front of the cathedral. Unless we're on like the other side and the compass is wrong. Because this looks kind of highlighted, which would be where this is, so. We'll see. It could be the monastery too, but I'm not sure. Okay, it was a bit more north. Yeah, don't think I was getting that, but almost 5k. That's fine. Last one. Jesus. Okay, it's just snow. I don't know, like northwestern Finland? That's my only guess. I mean, there's nothing else here. There's a road. This is like a paved out road that's all snowy. Actually, wait. This. I just saw this show up in on the Reddit. Where is this? This is Nook. I'm pretty sure. Where is Nook? Or Gnome. It's Gnome. I'm pretty sure it's Gnome. Um, yeah, I just remember this showing up. Someone was like, "What is this like Shrek car?" And it was like, "Yeah, it's the Gnome Trekker." Okay, I think it's this. I'm gonna go closer into the actual town, but maybe it's this. I don't know. Wait, 4,000. Okay, it was Galena. I had the right idea. It was Alaska. Someone else went Gnome too. Okay, I don't feel that bad then. Cool. That's fine. That is totally fine. Wow. Out of nowhere, I don't know, I just brain blasted because I saw it this morning. It was this hat. Yeah, someone had this is like the hat in Gnome as well. Wow. Okay. I didn't know Galena had coverage, but someone else had the same idea, so that's good. All right. Still didn't do too great in the map, but I'm very happy that I got that one. I think like everybody, I think I got the best score on that by like a lot. I think everyone else missed it. So okay, I feel good about that one. But the rest of them, the Greenland one, I kind of took a risky bet. This one was like impossible. The other ones were pretty good. So this one wasn't too great, but oh, all right. So after that grueling 2 hours, we made it. I don't think that I made it out, but I had a rough first half. I think my second half was pretty solid. Um, I had a better time doing the second half at least. Um, so yeah, again, you stayed this long. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month in Division 7 or Division 6. I don't know. Keep watching because I also have the Lions Den League videos coming out weekly. So check those out as well. They're more basically this, but more condensed. So cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month or sooner.